Hello and welcome to episode, 38 now, of my Minecraft server series. In the last episode we got kitted out in this amazing netherite gear, leaving behind our diamond stuff, and between episodes I have been able to get everything all enchanted up, including the tools as well. So we are good to go on today's mission, which if you saw in my inventory, we're going to go collect some dragons. In my inventory, I've got a mixture of fish, meats, cobblestone and some honey. And that's because following instructions within this dragon manual, I've been able to piece together what certain dragons eat. Now, most of them eat fish and meat and things like that. So we'll see what we can find. We'll go out, do a little bit of reconnaissance, and see what we can find. And we'll just try to tame some of these dragons. The dragons, once we have tamed them, we should be able to fly them over to our new and expanded dragon pad, which I spent a time lapse last episode just expanding, bringing down a level. I've even off camera opened this section up to possibly add a couple of dragons in here somewhere. It just gives me that option, is all. But this is where all of our dragons are going to live. And hopefully I'm going to be able to make a path to each of their little huts. Because we don't like the dragons just being sat out in the open, getting wet when it rains and things like that. So, yeah. We're going to line the edges with all the dragons we can collect. So, let's get to it. So, I know that there are some dragons that do like to spawn around these parts. Got a Night Terror, got a Grim Gnasher. That's one that we want to be interested in. I think. The name rings a bell. Smothering Smoke Breath. Is this one that we need? No, I don't believe it is. I think it's too small for us to tame. So... onwards we must go. We'll drop that. We've got enough of that. In that case, I know exactly where some dragons are spawning. I remember seeing some in past adventures. So we're going to head up over towards the arcade district, which hasn't changed much since we last saw it. It's still fairly on the flat side. Still just got the noughts and crosses and the escape room, but we're not interested in this. We're interested in a nice little village that's tucked away up over here. If I can do this before I hit a tree. Up over here in this little forest, some dragons like to spawn. I've seen Light Furies and others of the kind. So I'm going to slowly make my way through the forest and just touch down right over here. For anyone who's actually curious, these dragons are from the How to Train Your Dragon Minecraft mod pack. I do believe, if we have a look at the mod list, I think it's actually called Hiccup's Legacy. Yep, there you go. Hiccup's Legacy. So yeah, these are all to do with all the dragons within the How to Train Your Dragon series. Now, there's a few dragons that we do need to be wary of. Two of which, yeah, I can see on the screen now. So you've got a Grim Gnasher that does like to shoot its thorns at you. They will attack you on sight, so we must stay away from that one. The other one is a Speed Stinger. As they say in the name, they're speedy, so speedy they can run on water. And when they catch up to you, they will sting you and poison you and everything that is bad. So we must be careful of them. However, the object of our desire in these parts are up here. In fact, I can see two that we can tame right off the bat. We've got a Light Fury just up here by this fox, and a Flight Mare that we're going to try tame as well. I did think I left the Stargate here. What are you selling? Interesting. I can't pick you up. That's annoying. Oh, I do actually have. Bear with 2 seconds. Now, where were we? Northeast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some food ready. Never ever walk around looking in just one direction because you might fall down a hole. Right, are you going to come down here? Or do I have to come up there? Let's eat first, and then we're going to... Ow. Let's try this again. Now, I know these dragons take quite a lot, which is why I've got full stacks. There you go. Which way do we wish to go? Is that enough to free it? Yes. There we are. We are now riding a dragon. That's better. Right. Gonna take a little walk up over this way. Okay, we cannot tame that guy. Okay. Just gonna pick up some of this stuff if I can. Don't need that, don't need that. Right, let's take the Light Fury and let's just head out. So there's another Flightmare over there, which we will collect on our own. Aha, I'm just remembering the controls now. There's the Christmas Hill, the Christmas Hut. And the Dragon Pad. Now I want to say... There we go. Sit there, don't move for a bit. I need to go sleep. I do love how taming a modded mob counts as, you know, this achievement. You know, I was expecting that to be reserved for something like a wolf or, I don't know, a fox or something that can be tamed, although I guess dragons can be tamed, therefore, yeah. Right, while I'm here, let's put some of the extra bits from that forest away. Bits that we don't need. In here. Okay, I can't put that in there. Let's just stick that in there for now then. Actually, yeah. That'll do. Any saplings? No saplings, but I have got some bits and pieces to go over here. So after 15 minutes of actually looking and recording and things, we've actually managed to get a dragon, which is pretty cool. So we're going to see if we can get at least a couple more, see how we go. Obviously this is going to be the next few episodes, kind of go out far and explore a little bit, and if we see a dragon, we'll see if we can tame it and bring it back home. I've just had an idea. In the farm room, we have got, or we should have, some glowberries. Have we got any? Oh, we do. Okay. If we can get a stack of glowberries. My hope is that we can use the glowberries to tame the Flightmare that we saw over at the arcade district. That way, we should be able to bring one home, and I'm hoping they play nice over on the Dragon Pad. I'm sure once you've tamed them, they don't start attacking each other. I could be wrong, though. Ooh, Deadly Nada. Go for a Deadly Nada. Ooh, hello there. Are you going to come forward? There we go. I will come back for you. A nice shade of blue as well. I like that. Right. Do we have a Flightmare on the map? We've got Night Terrors all over the place. Speed Stingers. We did see a Flightmare as we flew away on the Light Fury. This seems to be the place that they spawn in. So I'm kind of hoping Night Terror, Speed Stingers. Ooh, that's definitely worth adding to the mix. You're really making it impossible to see here. So now we have a Night Fury as well as a Light Fury. Right, I think I've just noticed. Aha, Flightmare. Let's see if I'm right about this one. I will come back for you. Just gonna go grab. There it is. L. Right, glowberries. Why do they always patch up on the trees? There you go. I just needed some glowberries. Nicely done. So let's head back over to the Night Fury, which I placed down somewhere over here. Where did I put him? There he is. Right. Follow me. And now we have a Flightmare in tow. We've got to stop off and pick up the deadly Nada, which should be just over here. There you are. Is following. And then we head away. And now we should have 2 dragons in tow, which is not bad going. Slow down just so that they keep up a little bit. Nice. And we've got to the arcade district, which is very nice. Just trying to avoid any hills and things. If we fly straight west, we should be able to pass over spawn, skip the big mountain, and head north as we hit the red forest. Or the maple woods, as they're called. Straight west it is. Now you've got to be slightly slower when you've got 2 dragons in tow, because depending on which dragon you are flying, I think some dragons are faster than others. If you were just flying a singular dragon without anything in tow, you can literally go as fast as you like without stopping. But I've got to essentially spam my forward key so that they don't lose scent of us. But here is spawn. Let's head a little bit south. Does get a little bit laggy as chunks load in, but it's not too bad of an experience. So we're now looking for the maple woods, which should be coming up very, very shortly. Oh. I might have lost them. Where'd they go? They're there. Come on, you two. Keep up. Let's head a little bit north now. Oh, there's the creeper farm, right near the pit and the base. Go on, where's the dragon pad? Where's the dragon pad? There's the dragon pad. Excuse me. Sleep, 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 sleep. Here we have it. Let me just separate them out a little bit. Well, there we are. Our first dragon capturing, no, dragon collecting? Dragon... I don't know what you call it. I don't know how to make this sound a little bit PG, to be fair. Half an hour of dragon collecting, and this is where we are. I'm going to F1, and I'm going to F2 that, which is very, very nice. Much better. Much better. Well, that's it for episode 1 of collecting the dragons. And I think we fared pretty well. A light and a night fury, a flightmare, and a deadly nada. There's a bunch more to collect and a bunch more to discover. So, yeah. Until next time, have a good one.